Hello guys, welcome to Chronofighter Hong Kong. This is our watch review channel, and today we are going to review Tudor. Okay, we've got a Tudor watch, and it's a chronograph watch, and this is quite a hot model from Tudor, and people often give it a nickname as Panda, a white panda of Tudor. So first of all, look around it. So today, first of all, I will go through some specifications about this watch with you. And the model number of this watch is M79360N-0012. And because it's a chronograph watch, so Tudor claimed that they have the in-house movement, MT5813 movement. But so far as we watch guys know, is so-called in-house movement is actually a movement from Breitling. Okay, and they use the Breitling B01 movement to put on this watch, and because that Breitling movement actually has got three subdials, and one of them maybe they made into a gold dial, and then here is the date window too. So this is a interesting version of the B01 movement. So this watch actually quite a lot to talk about when considering reviewing it. So first of all, I will talk about this water resistance. This water resistance is quite strong, as high as 200 meters. So 20 bars. That's quite high for a chronograph watch. But don't forget to that you screw down all these crowns in order to get that level of water resistance. Otherwise, you risk damaging your watch. And when we talk about this watch, actually, when you look at it, why this is a hot model from Tudor? Because the big brother brand, Rolex, they have got a Daytona, a white panda, okay? And that one is very much expensive, and this one is much more affordable. I think it's like 1/3 of its official retail price, just 1/3 of it. This one, 1/3 of a Daytona. But in the second-hand market, the Daytona is almost like doubled 2 times. The official, the retail price in the second-hand market is like doubled the AD price, AD list price. But this one, on the other hand, when you want to get it, maybe half of its retail price is enough. So you may say, yes, Tudor watches are worth less money, but actually they are very good watches. And this one is not just a copy of the Daytona, it actually is different from Daytona. And Tudor is doing better and better because they now developed their own style, and I think this watch is quite balanced for the overall dial, the proportion, the arrangement for the dial, the bezel. So everything when put together, it looks really cool. And you can look at it. Actually, this one is a subdial for the second hand, and this one is the subdial for counting of the time. So because it is a chronograph, so it can count as much as 45 minutes to use this chronograph function. And the outer bezel here is for calculating the speed that you are counting time for. Okay, so it's a function of the chronograph, and here on the right hand side of the watch, you can see there are quite a lot of relief, okay, on the crown. It's a rose. It's the Tudor rose, and the two buttons here are for the chronograph function. The top one starts, the bottom one is for reset of the chronograph. And this lug width here is 22 mm according to the Tudor website, so you can arrange any 22 mm bracelet to replace for this watch. And this watch here, here is the folding clasp of the watch, so you can see the action of the watch. It's a folding clasp with a safety catch. It's a very reliable, okay, and you can go to the Tudor website. They say this is a refit type bracelet. Usually I call it the oyster type bracelet. And this watch is made of 316 steel. Because Tudor watch are much more cheaper than Rolex, so they still just using 316 steel and not the 904L steel, unlike Rolex. But that doesn't make a lot of difference when you are just a daily watch user. 904L steel is more resistant to scratch and more flashy or more shiny. But actually, when there's no comparison, you are not putting two watches together. Actually, doesn't mean a lot for normal use, for daily use. And the bracelet, most parts they do a brushing finishing, and on the website they call it the satin finish. Okay, satin finish is the same as brushing. And on the sides of the bracelet is polished, very beautiful. Okay. And on the sides of this watch, just look at the case. It's an oyster-shaped case. And for the size of this watch, the size of the case of this watch, you can see it has been polished quite bright. Yeah. So it's a pretty good looking watch. And and we can also look at the clasp of the watch, and it is not a very shiny type of the clasp. It's just a brushed, and with the logo Tudor here, and the shield shape is here. So for the dial of this watch, it's a very loved by a lot of people because of its white style. It's very clean, very simple, and also the proportions are very good, and its loom is quite strong as well. And the snowflake hands are one of my favorites, okay, for Tudor. It's very recognizable for Tudor. Basically, when you see the snowflake hands, you almost know, oh, this should be a Tudor watch, unless it is a homage watch. And yeah, so for this style, they also have three rows of workings on the dial. The first one is about the water resistance 200 meters and 660 feet water resistance. And it's an officially certified chronometer, so it's a reliable timekeeper. So I don't know if you love this watch or not. And I actually get the watch in around 2023, maybe 2023, and now it's much more easy and could be found on the second-hand market. But I still love it a lot, even if I get it with a higher AD price. If you get it from a second-hand price, it's much more affordable and better value for money. So thanks very much for watching, and hope you love this watch, and hope to review more watches with you in the future, and see you next time.